Greetings, everyone. In the aftermath of Melissa, let's talk about some things in the news and some things that have been in the atmosphere for a long time. But before we get into that or have my own personal opinion at the end, let's take a close look at Vision 2030. It is Jamaica's national development plan with the goal of making Jamaica the place of choice to live, work, raise families, and to do business. And this is generally appealing to people who are from the periphery. When we listen to some clips coming on, hopefully it will open your eyes because guess what? We are a very resilient people, but to be honest with you, the most blind. The thing will be in front of your face, it will be in plain view, and yet you do not see. Now, it's not to create fear and it's not to create division between people because it is awesome that people around the world could come together in a time like this, after this Melissa hurricane, and help people to get back on their feet. The unfortunate part of it is that millions and billions will be sent or spent in Jamaica, and the people who lost the most will receive nothing. It is something that's happening for a long time. Anyway, in July 2025, the Jamaican Prime Minister Andrew Holness announced plans to develop a third city in the parish of St. Elizabeth. The new urban center is intended to rebalance the country's urban growth, which has historically been concentrated in Kingston. And now I can say there was a hesitation to declare where the new city would be because the prime minister said that he didn't want there a mad rush to happen with people trying to, grab onto land or secure their interest. Listen to him.
St. Elizabeth, several years ago, I had mentioned that Jamaica needs to purpose build a city.
Very interesting choice of words. Purpose built. Wow. Listen to this other gentleman.
Relocate these people, especially with the advent of this new company which will be breaking ground shortly for a new sugar factory, right? They are going to need some more land for planting as well as they are also looking into housing of the workers also.
Well, well, well. It seems like St. Elizabeth is a new city waiting to be developed. White, clean, blank canvas. Wow. Wow. It's time for people to open their eyes and shut their mouth. Because guess what? We talk so much that we fail to see what is happening. But if truth be told, your prime minister have always shared his plans and what is its intention is. Who remember back when these different countries were proposing the idea of building, for example, the harbor front? Plans have been in the pipeline for the longest while for St. Thomas. And of course, Clarendon hosts the old sugar estate, the whole plantation. I was listening to the Prime Minister speak, and he said, it's been a while since colonial time that there was a purpose built. We hear the Prime Minister talk about these things some years ago when he said, I want to bring back Jamaica to the Buccaneer days, those great days. So we understand the plans have always been in the pipeline and there will not be any resistance because things are positioned to ensure that whatever plans they are, they will be carried out. Even for the Maroon village or communities, I should say, they've been on this for a long time with their plans to develop. A lot of the musicians that used to be the ones burning fire, they have joined forces. And we see reggae music has gone to the dogs, to be honest with you, because people are no longer trying to enlighten people. The artists that used to do that were reggae artists. Now they've joined forces. Okay, they're actually a part of the problem these days. So you can't count on them anymore. Before Bob Marley was inspiring the people, was staying in Jamaica and, bringing solidarity around the world, bringing the message. But that is no more. So you can't rely on artists. You can't rely on government. You can't rely on, forget about pastors and, religious leaders. Okay? You have to depend on yourself. Just as I said, observing, not getting caught up, because it's very easy to get caught up, even with the things that go on social media. Don't you think that they are part of it too? They're paid. They're rewarded handsomely for leading the people astray, for distracting them, even as we find ourselves walking into a new path of slavery. Now you got Chinese on one hand, and you have, Europeans and people of other nations on the other hand, jostling for position in Jamaica. And the only positive thing I can see in this is that as they jostle for position, they turn on each other, and perhaps the indigenous people might reap the benefits or gain the spoils. But that's wishful thinking. That is wishful thinking, because the very indigenous people that you would try to enlighten, they will throw some vitriol at you. They call you names, they try to shame you, and if truth be told, they'll be happy to watch others come to enjoy the blessings and the bounty. Remember, they try to tell you that Jamaica is this poverty-stricken place. The American president has called it a hellhole. OMG. And if it is true, then why are all these people from around the world rushing? It's like going for gold. The expansion and the exploration has not ended. It's taking on a new form. And they have someone who they can depend on to ensure that it happens. As the Prime Minister said in his early years, if I am not president or prime minister, these people with all these innovative ideas and these great plans will not come to do the work. So I guess he is the man for the people. And the people who voted for him, I guess they see how great he is, see all the plans that he has, and see how beneficial that is or will be to them. If the country is being developed and the vision is so wonderful, why does people have to come from other parts of the world to build? And if the people who have lost so much in this hurricane is of any meaning or value to the nation's top leader, why their development is not paramount? Why would someone be worried about creating a housing for other people who's coming to work when the Jamaican people who have struggled and are so resilient and are so loyal to their culture and their people, why would they not be given the benefit of growing and building their own nation? Just questions at the top of my, or the corner of my mind, I should say. Something to think about, something to mull on. All I gotta say is the horse is behind the carriage at this point. There's no stopping it. And so, as you observe and you listen, pay keen attention to these sound bites. Otherwise, you're going to miss the full story. Thanks for watching. Thank you for your support. Please remember to turn on your post notification so when I upload a video, you can be the first to see it. If you like this content, talk to me in the comment section. Stay blessed, everyone.